Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Sallinger. Today I'm going to show you how to draw Abraham Lincoln. The first thing you're going to need is a white piece of paper. This is construction paper and you can find a piece in the packet that was given to you at the distribution. Now, we don't need this size. We need to do something to this page before we begin. We need to fold this in half this way so that you have a really long, narrow rectangle. And now my page is the right size. I'm going to crease it so that I have a nice fold. And if you want to, you can cut on the fold. When you fold it, it gives you a nice straight line that you can see and cut across. So now that my page is the right size, I'm ready to begin. I'm going to draw Abraham Lincoln using a marker, just because it's easier for you to see my lines if I use a marker, but you can use a black crayon. All right, now the one thing that I want you to remember is that we're going to use the whole entire page to make Abraham Lincoln. He's a very tall man. So he's going to go all the way from the top to the bottom of our page. And we're going to start at the very top, making the top of his hat. And the first line is just a small straight line across. And that's going to be the top of his hat. We're going to make it into a rectangle like this. After that, we're going to make the brim of his hat, which is another narrow rectangle going across, like that. Now we're ready to make his face, and his face is a U shape. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here under his hat and make a curved line in the shape of a capital U. And I can go ahead and give two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Two ears. And Abraham Lincoln had a beard. So I'm just going to draw straight little lines under his chin to give a beard, like that. And don't forget the eyebrows. Now we're going to make Abraham Lincoln wearing a suit. So we're going to put the tie on his suit. And this is a little bit of a tricky part, so I'm going to show you how to do it in steps. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a diagonal line under his chin. We're going to make two diagonal lines in a crisscross, like a flat X. 1, 2. Then we're going to connect both sides like that, and now it looks like a bow tie. So from the bow tie, we're going to draw two lines going out on both sides. And then we're going to make a big, long rectangle for his body. Like that. It's going to be the jacket that he's wearing. I can draw a straight line down the middle to make it look more like a jacket. And I can give some small circles to look like buttons. Now we're going to make Abraham Lincoln's arm. And his arm is going to be tucked behind his back. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle part of this rectangle and go to the edge of my page and just draw a dot. That will give me something to aim for when I'm drawing my line. Now I'm going to connect this corner to this dot by just drawing a line. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to connect this bottom corner to this dot. Do you remember how we made a dot right here? We're gonna slide our pen in just a little bit and make another dot. And we're gonna draw a line that connects from his body, just down from where we started our other line. And do another line like that. Now it looks like his arm is tucked behind his body. This other arm is gonna look like he's waving at us. So we're just gonna do a small diagonal line and straight up. It almost looks like a check mark. We're gonna do another line just like that. Down and up and connect it. So all we have to do is draw a hand and 5 fingers. Now Abraham Lincoln needs some legs. So we're gonna draw a rectangle almost to the bottom. We have to save room for his feet or his shoes. And another leg. Long rectangle. And now all he needs are feet or shoes. And I'm going to draw a line to make the ground across right behind him. And that's how you make Abraham Lincoln. Okay, boys and girls, I'm ready to color Abraham Lincoln. And I'm going to color his suit black. And his bow tie will be red. And the carpet, this is going to be carpet. It's going to be a red carpet. And the wall is going to be blue. So I'm going to need these colors to color Abraham Lincoln. The first thing I want to show you is that I'm going to color the buttons nice and dark. So that way when I color the jacket, these details will still show. Do you see how when I color over the buttons, I'm not pressing as hard with my black crayon, and I can still see these details showing. Same thing with the shoes. I want the shoes to stand out too, so I'm going to press down really hard with my black crayon, and these will look nice and dark on his feet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep coloring, and you can too.